You turn the ignition key, the engine just cranks and cranks, but it either completely refuses to start or finally stumbles to life with absolutely zero power and a terrifying stalling issue. This is a classic symptom of code P0342, telling you that the camshaft position sensor A circuit has a low input on bank 1, which is the side of your engine block that houses cylinder number 1. To understand why your car is throwing a fit, you have to understand how modern electronic ignition systems work. Your engine uses a crankshaft position sensor and a camshaft position sensor working perfectly together to replace the old-school mechanical distributors. The crank sensor tells the engine control module exactly where the pistons are, while the cam sensor monitors the rotation of the camshaft lobes to tell the computer exactly when to open the intake valves and fire the fuel injectors. These sensors act like the eyes of your engine computer, reading a spinning metal trigger wheel that looks a bit like a picket fence. When the computer reports a low circuit input, it means the electrical signal coming from the camshaft sensor is so incredibly weak or distorted that the computer can no longer accurately read engine timing. Without that precise timing data, your engine simply cannot run properly. Now, you might immediately assume the sensor itself is completely dead, but you need to check your electrical basics first. A dying battery or a failing starter motor that is drawing way too much amperage can actually pull the system voltage down so far during cranking that the camshaft sensor cannot generate a strong enough signal, triggering a false code. Always test your battery health and inspect the thick cables going to your starter for heavy green corrosion. If your charging and starting systems are perfectly healthy, you need to closely inspect the wiring harness going right to the camshaft sensor. Engine bays are hot, violently vibrating environments, and those tiny wires can easily chafe against a metal bracket and short out to ground. Check the plastic connector plug for bent pins or water intrusion, and pack it with some dielectric grease. If the wiring is pristine and your battery is strong, then that magnetic Hall effect sensor has likely failed internally and needs to be swapped out so your engine can finally see what it is doing.